dad have always been like Pa Kent and Clark Kent. He knows I'm a good kid, and that I want to do what's right for everybody, and he trusts me because I'm smart. And what's happening here with this technology and the directed energy weapons, um, he doesn't believe me anymore. He still loves me, and he helps me, but he doesn't trust in my perception of what's happening in my life. So, and I know a lot of y'all experience that too. Your families don't trust your perception anymore, and it splits up families. I mean, I'm thankful and I'm blessed that my family, they've stuck with me. They help me with money, they help me with certain things, and I guess that's not so bad that they don't believe me, but they still help me. It's not one of the worst situations, so I thank God for that. But it still hurts to have your dad, who you've everything that y'all have talked about your whole lives, you trust each other, and you know each other, you're smart and you're capable, level-headed people, and for him to say, well, we straight up don't believe you, and I'm being murdered. Like, I'm being murdered in my condo, and I'm really struggling to help people, and to have him say, just straight up, we don't believe you, but we believe that you believe this. It's a tight emotional situation. And my attackers, Dave CD helps a lot on it, but they still have been able to give me some directed dreams that have to do with my family and things like that. And so they gave me a very weird dream last night where, like, I don't even know if I want to talk about it. I guess I will, because my parents don't watch these videos, but it was a dream, and it was just a dream. So I know that, but it was a dream about my mother dying and my dad crying about it, and I know that was them manipulate. It was dream manipulation, because I don't dream about that stuff. My dreams are usually pretty hopeful, um, but they play on that. They play on things that really hurt us with our families, and they want to get that. It's juicy for them to play and manipulate and feed off of those things that hurt us emotionally, and they try really hard, with my parents and what's happened with this, um, soulless creatures to me. Ken O'Keefe talks about all these people doing bad things in the world and corrupt things in the world, and people who lied about 9/11, and people who are doing false flags and terrorism, which this is what's happening to us, guys. I mean, this is what's happening. This technology being used to hit us with directed energy weapons and make us look crazy while gang stalkers drive and walk around us. We are part of false flag terrorism. Like, they are trying to set us up as crazy people or dangerous people, while the real terrorism is being done by the system accusing. But when he talks about it, he says that even these people doing these bad things, they're still his brothers and sisters in the world. I hope that I can get there someday. But what these people have done to my family, and I know they're white people. I mean, I'm doing some guesswork, and these people on this remote station or remote platform, it's some white guys and girls, and they take shifts, and there is automated stuff. Like, there's a chatter box, and there's automated stuff with it, but they do have people directing this stuff. And I'm pretty sure they're just white people, white ex-military guys, and maybe some girls in there for their voices, or I know there's a lot of voice modifications, so I'm not quite sure of the reality of the setup. I know how it sounds, but I'm pretty sure they're just like me, on the outside, and their blood and their skin and everything like that. So that's very sad when we have so many problems in the world with different cultures coming together, and you've got people who claim to be Americans. That's what I see these people as. I see them, they have their American flags, and they hide behind them, and then they murder innocent Americans, claiming to claiming to be good and everything like that. But they're like me physically, at least. I mean, they're not like me in my head or in my heart, but they're probably white, just white Anglo-Saxon Americans, doing this to me. I know it's different in certain situations, but in my situation, I'm pretty sure their culture was the same, and now Now there's a huge split. We could never agree on anything. They think that a lie is just as good as a truth, while they're working on this and making tons of filthy money. I just drove out, to get some McDonald's, which I didn't get McDonald's. I actually got Jack in the Box because McDonald's were closed. It was so late. But I forgot what I was going to say. They just did that. They cover up your active memory so you can't remember the next thing you want to say. That's what we experience a lot when you're like, oh my God, I forgot what I was going to say. That's your active memory, because whenever you're talking, you're using active memory to say what you're going to say next. And that's what they meddle with EMF, with electromagnetic frequencies, with directed energy. The longer they stay on you, the more that they can do these things effectively. So things like Dave CD and the cleansing regimen, those are essential. Those are essential to get some of this connection off of us. And I haven't found anything where it's like, oh, it's all better. But I found stuff where I've gotten weeks of peace. But I forgot what I was going to say about that. I guess it. Yeah, I've said kind of. I had a lot to kind of bunch into this video. I just see so many target individuals out there in so much pain trying to figure this out, and we're on the other side of this equipment. We've still got to do that. And please come to my call. Anybody who's making videos and you got a good perspective. I don't see myself as a know-it-all about this stuff. I know some good defenses that really work. I know that God is behind us, and He'll give us answers if we really work hard. But I don't have all the answers, and I want to hear other TI's perspectives on it. And that's I've heard a lot of TIs on the talk show calls and other calls that happen in other places. And they said about 3 years ago, the calls were insane. Like, everybody's perspective on how this was going on, completely different, shattered, and nobody could put anything together, And they say now there's order in the calls, and people are coming to at least some of the things that are happening. We're coming to a baseline understanding, of how this works. And there's very, very few people, on the margins of the community saying that it's something completely different. So that's very, very hopeful, and it spells doom for this program. It spells, that we're going to eventually have enough information where we can fight this better and better every day, and they're not going to be able to continue with this program. Also, do wanted to say something about my friend Terry's website. It is Fight Gang Stalking Crimes. It's not Stop Gang Stalking. It's either stopgangstalkingcrimes.com or fightgangstalkingcrimes.com. I think it's stopgangstalkingcrimes.com. But try out both. He has some very good flyers. I'm pretty sure it's stopgangstalkingcrimes.com. If not, try fightgangstalkingcrimes.com. And I'm sorry, Terry, to get that wrong. I've got to look it up and remember it, because I know there is a website called whichever one that's not yours. I'm pretty sure it's stopgangstalkingcrimes.com. Please check out fightgangstalkingcrimes.com if that's not it. And he has a person that he's getting t-shirts from, and you can contact Terry and make up a t-shirt of your own. And I'm going to do this on my next check. I'm going to get 2 shirts. I'm going to start going out. People say that when they wear shirts with this information on it, just like about target individuals and things like that, that their gang stalking goes down, because these people are trying to get people around you who don't know you're being microwaved. So when you're wearing the information about the directed energy weapon program and no-touch torture and these things, they don't want to move these people around you, because these people are going to see information on your shirt and they may look it up and see what they're part of, and then those people won't participate. So we need to do a whole lot more of that. He's handing out flyers. He has a lot of great flyers on that website. And there's another website, for the umbrella organization that's coming out that I'm going to need to give y'all, but I don't know it at the time. Oh God, I can't remember it right now. But I'll be making more videos. I'm trying to kind of get back in and kind of overcome what's happened this past month, because I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a video. And I'm gonna just keep trying to come out with some videos more consistently, so I don't have to put a whole lot of information in them, so I can, work on one thing a video. I'm surprised that I'm so surprised that I can talk about all those things that I wanted to talk about and only forget a few things. Thank you, God. I mean, that's a miracle right there. Because, I mean, they, like, even in the enclosure, they can get the high-pitched sound going. Even with Dave CD running, I wake up and I take him off, and then the high-pitched sound. So it's like like at the beginning of using Dave CD, it was just knocking it out completely, and it seems like they've adapted to it a little bit, or maybe it's somebody that's directly around me with something they can make me hear the high-pitched sound with, like an emitter. I'm not quite sure. I have my perceptions and my theories about what's happening, but like I said, I'm on the business end of all this stuff, as we all are, so we can research, get information, and disseminate and exchange this information to build a better picture of what the usual protocol would be, what's maybe going on in our case. But I just can never claim until this is over to be like, look, this is how it is, guys, because there's so many compartmentalized things that this system is trying to do. It's trying to do way too many things. It's trying to work on mind control. It's trying to work on DHS fusion centers, building them up to gain a better control out on the streets. It's trying to do false flag terrorism. It's doing way too many things. So it's gonna fail if we hit it in the right spots. It's just taking a drastically long time. As I think y'all would agree with me, and they're hitting me right in the chest right now. Like right in the chest. It's kind of going away. Alright, guys. I'm going to try and make more videos so I can just kind of, not throw too much stuff at y'all. I know I throw a lot of stuff at y'all when I make a video, because I want to feel like about the Left Forum and the campaign in Washington, and then, Terry's webpage, and, please come to my calls. There's a lot of stuff that I want to tell y'all about, because it's really moving us forward. These talk show calls are moving us forward. We seem to be getting a better and better baseline every day on what we know to be true, and the actual activism that we can do to keep pushing forward. Please watch Techno Crime Fighters forums. I think there's 9 now. Please watch those. They have so much great information. Dr. Horton, Karen Stewart, Dr. Millicent Black, and Romola D, and Dr. Marco are awesome, and they're getting this information out. They're just getting people on there that have the information and getting it out there. Those things are invaluable, those forums. Trying to remember, Dr. Paul Marco's interviewed this guy so much, and he is so great, and I actually feel really bad about forgetting his name, because I watched so many of their interviews. It's like Dr. It's not Dr. Karloff, but it's like Dr. Brian something. He has white hair and a beard and glasses, and he's a TI too, and he has so much great information about like what the military's involvement is in this, and what the government's involvement is in this. Please watch some of his interviews with Dr. Paul Marco about this system of gang stalking and directed energy weapons. He is a smart guy. He used to be a professor. Oh God, I'm sorry if he's watching. He probably doesn't watch my videos, but but I feel bad because he's very smart and he knows a lot about this. And I'm sorry, I just have a really runny nose. Alright guys, I'm coming up to 45 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and put a kibosh on the video. But I love you guys. I hope y'all are doing good. I'll definitely see you on the next one. I'll make one a lot sooner. Love you guys.